How many of you like being encouraged?
Amen.
How many of you need encouragement?
Amen.
You know, and Brother Rudy, I love Brother Rudy. He stuck it out through thick and thin with us. This is our third building he's been in with us. He came in on a Wednesday night Bible study, and actually, and he'll tell you, so I'm not like throwing his business out there, but he came right out of jail. In and out of prison, somebody, Brother Joaquin told him, said, hey, I know a good Bible study. And Rudy came, and I can't get rid of him. And he's been here since. And just to see that transformation of a life. Brother?
Hello. I don't know if you guys all know my story, but I've been in prison 21 years of my life. And I met Pastor, came straight out of jail doing a 6-year county prison term. And what I wanted to share was in my heart is a message that was given to me by a friend of mine where we're doing a shoe term, a corporate shoe. I was doing 5 years, 8 months. I did my last 3 years in the shoe. And the guy has triple life. There's a guy from the M-Man. We became good friends. We would talk through the vent and we would share Bible verses. And this is a verse that stuck to me that I will never forget because we shared, and I'm gonna explain to you guys my translation. Well, the way we shared it, and from cell to cell, and what we got out of it, and what stuck to me ever since, and it's kept me out of prison, made me change because I seen his desire of wanting freedom, and I had the opportunity of having a date, and he never had a date. He had 3 life sentences. So what I wanted to share with you guys is he told me, this is one thing he told me, he cannot die because he's already dead. And I told him he wasn't dead, you know, but this was the verse that both of us cried through the vents. It was crazy because it had to do with the devil putting us in places we really didn't want to be in order for us to open up our eyes. So the verse I want to share with you guys that stood out was Revelation chapter 2, verse 10 and 11. Don't not fear any of those things which you are about to suffer. Indeed, the devil is about to throw some of you into prison, that you may be tested, and that you will have tribulation 10 days. Be faithful unto death, and I will give you the crown of life. The way we understood it was, when you give yourself to God, this is what he said. He says, like going through withdrawals. You're going through something like when you first give yourself to God, you're going to be tested. You're going to go through all kinds of temptations. The devil's going to try to tempt you to keep you from going on the right path. So he said it was like, I called it detoxing. You're detoxing from the world and transitioning into spiritual. You know, you're going into that spiritual warfare. And the second thing what we came through was, he who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit is saying to the churches. He who overcomes shall not hurt by the second death. In other words, you know, once you give yourself and surrender completely, you will be set free from no matter what you're going through. The chains will be broken. The addictions and everything, it's just gone. You know, and from then, that was 2008 when I left corporate shoe. And from that day is when I really wanted to change. I was going through transitioning, and, you know, like, I felt it because it was weird because we would talk through the vent, and it was crazy because he told me I finally surrendered to Jesus. That's right. And it was crazy because he did already 37 years, this guy. And we would go to the cage, and they would take us to the cages to go work out. We'd do machine burpees. And it was crazy because it started raining when we were working out. And we stopped, and he turned around and said, "You ain't gonna believe it, but Jesus just baptized us." And ever since then, I got the chills, boy. I was like, wow. Hey, to sit there for the position that we was in, and then to sit there and hear this guy that had triple life sentences turn around and tell me this, I was like, wow, I had the chills. It was crazy. But I also wrote a poem that I wanted to share with you guys. It's called "You're Like a Paradise." Okay, you're like a paradise. You're gambling with your life. When you discover Jesus, I know you won't think twice, but he'll be good with you. He'll tell you what to do so you can save your loved ones. Don't have no doubts. Just keep in faith. So just keep on going straight.
Wow.